Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Apologies everyone for that, but
No.
um welcome to another Heroes Lounge Mega Monday matchup. Joining me tonight is Dentro.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here. I felt like casting some, and this seemed like an excellent opportunity to get some casting in.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully we won't have some more technical difficulties. I think we're having a bit, and I apologize for that. It's partly due to some settings changing, etc. But hopefully you can bear with us and we'll have a smooth ride all the way through. As we just cover off the map bans quickly, I apologize for the logos. Again, this is where I said technical difficulties. The the logos are showing from the Naughty Otters and Not Even Klaus, not CoB randomly assembled and Murphy's best friends. I will sort that soon, TM. So, if we cover off the map
It's all
bans.
fine. Don't worry about it. I
So,
can fill time.
exactly.
So we have a Division 6 matchup coming from the bottom of the table. These teams have played 4 games each, and they have 1 win under their belt. Obviously, hoping to improve that score. Um, I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, CUB randomly assembled have played almost every map in the map pool over these games. They have 6 different maps to the 3 or 4 of Murphy's best friends, so a bit more experience there, perhaps. Not the win rates are doing them many favors, sadly. A lot of single heroes picked. They are trying a lot of stuff. That's true for both teams, and maybe they'll find what works out for them here in this matchup. The map we're going to Volskaya Foundry. We had some basically the macro maps removed with Cursed Hollow, Sky Temple, Dragonshire, and Garden of Terror all being removed. So anyone who likes camps and PvE, no dice. We're gonna see team fighting and brawling here this evening.
As unlucky if you're, yeah, as you say, into macro maps and things like that. I mean, Karis in chat says, "Would you say that these logos are not even Klaus?" I mean, you ought to know, Karis, if because one of them is your team, I suppose. So, apologies. We'll sort it out another time. I tried putting them in, and it's just not working because the image file. So I will just avoid using the map image for the rest of today. Anyway, we're just waiting on one more player in the lobby at the moment. So this is a division. I can't blank.
6.
Division 6. Division 6 matchup between CoB randomly assembled and Murphy's best friends. I am probably going to say Murphy's best friends. That's what I thought the team was called originally when I signed up to cast it, but it's Murphy's, not Murky's. So, as I said, we're just waiting on. I think we're almost ready to go. Just waiting on both teams to make sure we're able to.
We need to do some swapping. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Portrait synergy wins drafts. So if anyone
Yes, it does.
watching,
Yes, it does.
yeah, if anyone watching that gets casted sometimes, if you get casted, please consider portrait synergy. It makes it so much easier for us. So much easier. Murky's best friends would be a better name. Oof, that's a big debate. So thank you all for joining us this evening. Hopefully, we'll get into the game shortly, and away we can go. So as Centro kindly pointed out, this is Volskaya Foundry. So the macro maps.
Wait. I need to swap all of these players around. That's very, very unfortunate. Okay.
Technical difficulties continue.
Yeah.
For what, I'm glad it's not me. That's fine. If normally, if any of you haven't seen the blog post recently, Pop In Fresh kindly posted a new rigged series, which covers out a few of the upcoming games in round number 5. There is a CoB Guilebanger in Division 3, so obviously one of the CoB families. There's a lot of these teams existing in in Lounge across all divisions. But in Division 6, both teams are currently played 4 matches. They've won 1. They've got 3 map wins and a -3 map score. So the good thing is they are pretty much identical in that sense. The difference, CoB have so randomly assembled have a 100% win rate on Infernal Shrines, everybody's lounge favorite map, and the Murphy's best friends. There it is. That's one. I know. I will do it continuously. I have no idea why I will, but I will. But they've picked Infernal
Yeah.
Shrines twice, and they've lost it
Oh.
twice. So we'll have to see if we end up going to Shrines. Usually, I think most teams tend to pick the Shrines. It's a good sort of feeling, and you can tend to base it on your find out your team and things like that. To find out the enemy team. So we got a yes sir from one team. Do we get a
Yeah.
yes sir from another one? Soon TM. Oh, the logo's on the front page as well. Ah, we'll have to change that in game. I think we are ready. So,
Uh,
oh, no, no, test, 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 test. I believe Dentro has just disappeared. I thought it was me that actually DC'd there, but it's not. So unfortunately, we get to look at a grey screen of Dentro for a little while. I'm sure he'll try and rejoin us shortly. So, in the meanwhile, we are just waiting on these teams. Or maybe it's me that's lagging. Is it me that's lagging? I've got no idea what's going on. Hopefully we're going into game. I've got no idea. Can you hear me in the chat at all? Or no? Please thumbs up if you can, or something just to acknowledge, because I can't see what's going on at the moment. I think my Discord may have actually crashed. Or it's actually my internet. Yeah, I think I must have actually DC'd. Are we back? I've got no idea what is going on, if it's my internet or not. So weird. Like, Discord won't even open. But if you can see the draft, hopefully, on the left, like... Yeah, but stream is still holding on. Anyway, we have Deathwing being banned out. We have another one being banned over here. Oriole was banned, as I can see it. Deathwing, and then Greymane Lucio. Hopefully we can come back. And Discord is ready. We're back. Are we back?
Hey, PogChamp.
I think we're
Maybe?
back.
I hope.
Question mark? Yeah, that's
Well, I hear you again at least.
cool. I don't understand though how it seemed to me that my internet disconnected, but stream still carried on through. I've literally got no idea how that happened.
That probably shouldn't work. I feel like Discord had a hiccup here. Discord is becoming inconsistent, let's say that.
But I think my stream died as well. Like I think something happened. My game is not happy. Is laid out completely. I can't see what's been
Oh, I
picked.
see. Well, in that case, how would you like to hear the draft?
Yeah, I think maybe you cover
We
off
have
draft.
so all the bans, because we're halfway through the draft right now, it's Auriel Deathwing and one remaining for the team on the left, CoB randomly assembled. And then it's Greymane, Lucio, and Maiev banned for Murphy's best friends. Comp so far are Johanna's Duke of Raynor versus Hanzo ETC. So solid front line there with the Johanna. It is one of the positive win rate heroes on the roster, despite being 1 and 3 in game wins here. So Johanna should be a solid pick for them. Jimmy is always a solid choice for the back line. Pretty safe, pretty sturdy. He does lack a little bit of flexibility though. He is only a lane minion after all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you also kind of want him to be paired with a sort of enabler, right? So you kind of want like a Jaina or something like that with him.
Yeah, some sort of mage to kind of finish off what he started. Can poke him low, and then you send in your assassin squad there. Lemming together with Anduin for Murphy's best friends. Pretty pokey comp from them so far. ETC can disengage at will almost. And a Thrall together with Kael'thas. There you go, that's a mage pick and the Thrall. Another solid hero for randomly assembled, who it's together with Johanna, the two winningest hero on the roster. So we'll see how they do here.
So I wonder if they combine them. That'll be if they can continue the positive win rates on both those heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But what do we see? I'm assuming this is last pick for the red team.
Yes, we have
Is it Yrel?
an Yrel,
Oh,
the
nice.
space goat coming in there. So the final draft for Murphy's best friends is Hanzo Lemming, ETC Yrel, and Anduin. Lots of appeal in that front line. Like you can boop away anyone who comes on your way. Yrel and ETC have both the same kind of disengage tools there. Then again, it is kind of hard to disengage from Earthquake.
Yes.
Which is, a point fighting heroic on a point fighting map. I think this Thrall will be key in this particular game.
Yeah. As I said, hopefully this will be able to work this through. Apologies if it does lag up again. We do have contingency plan. So if it does DC for a second, just refresh and the stream will be back up as soon as possible if it does drop again. But weirdly, I don't know if it was. I don't know how my internet DCs, but doesn't DC.
Yeah, that one's kind of funny.
But we're going to game. So game number 1, everybody, between CoB randomly assembled and Murphy's best friends. In the left side we have Kael'thas, played by Don't Blink, Johanna, played by Random Magro, Raynor, played by Breakbee, Thrall, played by Jade, Stukov by Philo.
And in the red on the right, it's Murphy's best friends. Frozen Storm is on Anduin, Kallox is on Hanzo Sans playing Li Ming. Olympia is on ETC, and then we have Irel, played by the Frozen Storm. No, that's not true. Mersault.
Result. It's okay.
For whatever reason, I thought Anduin was a space goat. No big deal. It's fine. Mistaken identities happen all the time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Seems good. I mean, you know, we get that. Right,
Yeah.
looking at talents quickly, we do see a scatter build coming out by Hanzo. No Crash Lightning from Thrall is going into the Echo of Elements. No Convection KT, feels bad man. We actually have the real level 1 talent. Mana
Yeah,
Addict.
the low blows to CoB. Gotta get that extra damage value, I suppose.
Yeah, and I just need to... Hopefully no one dies in this 1 second. I just changed settings.
Alright, hopefully nothing happens here. The wave glare is going on in the middle with CP randomly assembled, certainly winning the rotation together with the Johanna Keltas combo there. Johanna nicely zoning the team off with flashlight there on the top line, dismounting basically the whole 4-man and getting good value off there. Jimmy Stukov going off on the left to do the bottom cannon camp, turret, colloquially known, and same is true on the other side. So both teams focusing on the PV aspect here. If you do them quickly enough, you get another one for the first trigger phase, which is quite powerful, and I like what they're doing here so far.
Yeah, both teams immediately taking the turret camp, which is exactly what you want to see. Thrall halfway stacked on his level 1 as well, so that it's a real sort of power boost for Thrall. If he can get stacked before the first objective, and obviously you can get that double Q and just sort of poke on the objective as well. And it really helps for level 7 when you get Ancestral Wrath usually, and it can just help to proc it off as well.
Oh, the healing camp being picked up here. Johanna in a sneaky position, Stukov tanking it. Nice condemn. ETC slides in though, gets the kill. They're looking for the poke here. ETC on the point right now. Johanna with unstoppable. ETC falling quite low. Andrew trying to keep him healed, but can't do it.
Yeah,
that's the first blood, and camp picked up.
Yeah, Li Ming looking for that reset there. Philo on Stukov falling extremely low, but unfortunately is not able to get the kill. Had they got that 1 kill, I think Li Ming gets 1 reset, gets that extra damage in. Obviously without Calamity pre-7, you hope to see Calamity anyway at level 7. And
we have the orb so far.
yeah, I
doesn't
think
say that much anymore, I would say. Like,
I think
a lot of people
Triumvirate,
just say that you
yeah.
play level 4 Triumvirate now.
I think so, since it got buffed, especially on this map. I mean, I think out of all the maps, this is probably one of the ones like where all build could maybe get some value because it's constant poke. But you've got a Hanzo in your comp, so especially going into scatter build, so you want Hanzo to be a poking hero and Li Ming to be the sort of finisher really with this comp.
Yeah, that is a good point. It will be a bit difficult to kill anyone off with that pokey backline. You have Johanna, you have Thrall. Like, Thrall Wind Fury's away, and Johanna uses the traits and walks. So it can be hard to get the kill confirm in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And randomly assembled.
But we do
The point for now.
Yeah, we do see level 7 on the side of randomly assembled at the moment as well. So the red team do need to be a little bit careful. And as I said, Thrall is now stacked on that level 1 as well. So it does get that extra Q available here. But we do see an engage here, the root coming out, and the Stukov silence to follow it up. Can they get the kill here? Urel with a self-heal and is able to just walk away.
Ooh. Almost same kind of issue there, actually. The Jimmy Keltas doesn't chase super well, but that is a very potent combo of just basic abilities. With the Johanna Condemn, ETC, the Keltas stun, of course, and Stukov following. If they can use that well, that's a pretty good team fighting tool.
Yeah, they want to try and snipe this well top, but the Protector's taking a lot of damage and they may not even get it. Oh, will the E be enough? No, it's not actually. Johanna forced to pop an Ironskin to walk away, but fallen low. May have to pop the healing camp if Li Ming can just land a combo here. And that's going to be a dead Johanna without the healing camp. But Stukov manages to pick it up. And yeah, good setup there. Good chase by the red team.
Yeah, certainly. 1-1 in kills, although the XP is almost a level ahead for randomly assembled here. That's majoritively mercenary camp takes, I suppose. And a little bit of minions, but nice invade here by Murphy's best friends. Just taking a camp, thank you very much, and off we go.
Yeah, good sort of capitalization of the small advantage that the red team had there. They are rotating around as 5 at the moment, which is a little bit questionable at this stage in the game. Typically, you want to sort of maximize your experience sake if we're possible. So and you do see there's half a level lead already, or just under a full level lead actually for randomly assembled.
Mm-hmm. Ancestral Wrath used there in the bottom lane. Thrall probably gets to stack it again before the next objective, but aggressive pickup here on the healing camp on the top. And they're just
Yeah,
going to get it for free, actually. Really nice move here on the map by them.
yeah, absolutely great awareness because they could see that most of the red team, because again they're just rotating around in sort of like this 5-man 4-man gank squad, and they could clearly see them bot, so capitalizing on that, so quite nice. It is looking like it's going to be an all build Li Ming, so maybe they're just going for a double poke with Hanzo Ming, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Jahatna with that unstoppable can tank a fair few. But I think level 10 will really see the sort of composition come alive on the red team. You might see Mosh Pit. There's a few interrupts on the other side.
A lot
So
of damage
maybe
indeed. Is in the middle. Nice combo here. Oh, the grip though. They get him out. Frozen Storm with the plays. That's the heroics down, and now you actually have a great opportunity to fight for Murphy's best friend here.
it is Light Bomb and it is Mosh Pit as well. Wave of Force from Li Ming. So you don't see Orb with you usually see Orb with Disintegrate as opposed to Wave of Force. We see ETC signing in. Guess the solo Mosh Pit though is going to get interrupted by the Stukov here. Takes a bit of damage himself, but should be able to walk away.
Like the attempts out of these teams. Like they want to make something happen here, and it's fun to see that they're not afraid to make a statement. Looking for the Mosh, only hits one, but still, ooh, that could be a play. Looking for the Jimmy, perhaps. Boop away, and
oh, but the Li Ming orb damage there coming out, just poking away into this gate, and unfortunately the blue team just keep eating them actually. You see orb after orb after orb, and obviously with that level 4, if it does hit, you lower the cooldown by 5 seconds, so it's pretty much almost
Thrall is
immediately.
looking for something here though. You can see him ping in the lane, but no engagement just yet. Big orbs again. Stukov needs to use a lot of resources to keep his team alive here. That's the trait used. And he won't have any burst healing here for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. ETC tries to slide in aggressively there on the Johanna. Uriel jumps in, spreading Living Bomb. Bless Shield coming out though. Can they got some follow up on top of Stukov? Lands with the Phoenix on top, and that's going to be a dead ETC. Li Ming still just shedding out the orbs.
Yeah.
Oh, good gravity lapse there by the Kalthas though. Uriel falling low does have ultimate available though, so can pop it. Light Bomb being used here. Slight miscommunication there by the red team. Perhaps Frozen Storm thinking that Uriel's going to jump back in there.
Yeah. I want to commend the follow-up here on the side of CB randomly assembled. They use the Buzzard Shield, and then they just use every CC they have. It doesn't matter if it hits or not, but they kill off the ETC there, and it's a really good play, actually.
Yeah, I think for any sort of amateur team, if you can follow up CC and hold your cool... Oh, sorry. Did see Johanna go down.
Oh,
Big
arrow.
Hanzo arrow coming out. ETC does have Mosh Pit available. Solo moshes the Stukov actually, and they get the kill. I mean,
Right, back and forth fighting here.
Yeah.
A level down, they go in and get a kill here with the Mosh Pit. Talent lead down, sorry.
I was kind of doubting the Mosh Pit, if I'm completely honest. I mean, there's so many interrupts. You've got Stukov that's got 2 interrupts. You've got Reyna that has a self-interrupt. You have Kel'Thas that has a self-interrupt, and Johanna that has a few interrupts as well. So almost every hero with a relatively low cooldown interrupt. I wondered if Mosh Pit may get some more sort of aggressive, get the rail jump in with Light Bomb, Mosh Pit on top, stage dive on top. But yeah, I think this is the red team showing that they're not afraid to solo mosh.
Such a powerful thing to have access to. If it isn't responded to properly, then you might just kill a bunch of people. And I think that's like based on the division we're in. You want like having a huge gameplay, like game maker like that is not a bad thing, I would say. If cooldowns line up well for your team and they don't have anything on the other side, then you're probably gonna kill people. Jimmy in the top, in
Yeah,
trouble.
Jimmy in the top should fall here. I mean, oh, good scatter arrow by the Hanzo there, securing the kill. So Protector didn't snipe the well bottom lane. Didn't get the, but they've taken 3 walls essentially with the Protector. Or well, 2.5. There's 1 tower left.
Yeah, they got on their level of XP back more or less, but it wasn't the most effective one, I would say. They basically abandoned it with their whole backline. Having both the tanks inside was not perhaps the like the best option. Usually you want to have a split so that you can protect your team with a frontliner, and then you have one of them. Oh, big mosh pit though, blessed shield, as you said, to interrupt.
Yeah, best shield coming out instantly into it. But I do like how quick the CTC is willing to pull the trigger on the mosh pits. You don't see that quite often actually. You usually see most CTCs are so patient, trying to wait, but sometimes that can actually backfire because you end up never really using your cooldown. So
Yeah.
I do like the sort of aggressive play by the ETC.
Yeah, certainly. Movement here, down by randomly assembled. Irel holding off a 4-man there, while Murphy's best friends picking the cap on the top. And both teams kind of avoiding each other at the moment, but they are going down to defend it right now.
Yeah, but the well does fall, so it's going to give the blue team an advantage for the next shrine. As we do see ETC sliding and knocking back the Rena. Urel jumping in again. Get that slow. That slow is so potent with like a mage burst follow up like Li Ming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty even game so far. No fortress has actually been lost yet, which is pretty impressive. They're all dealing with the wave on top, and more camps being taken. Aggressive move here, but they're not quite there on time.
Oh,
This might backfire.
this orb. I mean, honestly, one orb hits, but we do see burst damage come out onto the ETC here. ETC does actually slide back in. Must be careful though. Johanna doesn't have less shield available. It was used in that engage. And the red team able to disengage.
Yeah, but they sent most of the opponent's team hardstoning here, actually. They were basically healthy, but they opt for it anyway.
I mean,
Nice healing cap pick up here as a result of the big poke war.
yeah, I mean, level 16 or build, like, I suppose 16 is where the sort of main talent comes in, if I guess you can call it a main talent for all build. But, and obviously Glass
I mean,
Cannon.
I would say it is.
And then
This is
obviously
what
Glass Cannon.
ends up killing people in the end.
The
You're
extra
used to
damage.
dodging orbs, and then it goes a little bit further, and then suddenly, like, your normal juking doesn't work. Great little move here, taking the well on the bottom, and wisely moving away as the opposing team all show up in force. Level 17 each, and control point spawning.
Yeah. The blue team sort of trading tit for tat essentially in the bottom lane. There's some damage done on the blue side fort, but now the red team left this fort undefended, not defended, but they rotating down to defend. Hands arrow coming down, does land though. Big arrow, ETC was on top with the light bomb as well, and that's going to be 2 kills. They want more here as Li Ming gets the kill resets. Thrall goes in, does pop Earthquake trying to peel for his team, may pay for his life here. Should pay for his life actually. I think he knows that as well, so he's just trying to run it down and get a kill. So, mosh pit used.
That's God, that was a good arrow by Hanzo. Holy moly, coming in from middle lane and just tearing them. I don't know what, but it looked painful. I was expecting the mosh to follow up, but didn't actually need it, nor did they have access to it. It was like 7 seconds away, but the light bomb follow up was more than enough. With Murphy's best friend taking 3 kills in that fight.
Yeah, the big Hanzo arrow from downtown, way across the map. Johanna's iron skin just wore off as well. It was kind of like a feels bad moment actually when it hit. I'm not sure if I think she was too close as well because obviously the AOE stun element of it would
Yeah.
have still hit her team. But yeah, it's one of those moments where perhaps if she was slightly more ahead and the Unstoppable hadn't worn off at that time, like that could have been such a different fight.
Mhm. Sometimes you need to sacrifice yourself to eat the Hanzo arrow all on your own, more or less. They will get another fight here though. Moshpit is down, so is Earthquake, but it's going to be a pretty even fight there.
Yeah,
Items on both sides.
Hannah going in. Blessed Shield being used here. Follow up stun, and they've still got silence on top of it, and that's going to be a dead ETC. Hanzo arrow slightly late trying to peel, but good attempt. Now, red team, do you re-engage 4v5? You're so close to 20, but ETC will not be alive in time. So you either give the protector, or you need to make a decision here.
They have been really good about following. Oh, Hydraldo really close to dying here, and so is Jimmy actually. Uh,
Jimmy.
Jeez, this poking.
Yeah, this is the... Oh, Johanna forcing to eat the orb here, but this is the poke comp, right, with the Hanzo Li Ming.
Yeah, it is.
But they do secure the protector. There is going to be no wave with them. Well, just trying to help clear the wave here.
Look at these orbs chunking this protector. It's pretty good anti-siege, let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it counts as a hero, doesn't it? So you just keep eating it on
Yeah.
Jimmy. Jimmy eats half his health with the orb as well.
Okay, it is coming back. They're always on top lane here to get them level 20. So you can maybe find a fighter in the bottom. You go for the Kael'thas maybe here with
Yeah, I mean,
as the Trickle explodes. Level
Thro
20 picked up.
Thrall is
With your
showing
talents.
top as well. So, I mean, yeah, they need to be careful, and they do. Johanna going for Blinded by the Light. I do actually like this talent. I think Indestructible is like okay, but I think Blinded by the Light or Upgraded Blessed Shield, personal preference. But obviously, Kel'Thas gets Flamethrower, increased range. Oh, big
Oh, Li Ming
repulsion
looking
coming
for
out
the
though.
orb.
Yeah, big repulsion by Li Ming. Good attempt there, trying to just knock back the Reyna into her team.
Yeah. ETC not close, quite close enough for the slide, unfortunately, but good play there. Good attempt by Sans on the Li Ming. And a bit of a sneaky move here.
Yeah, blue team
Johanna
just
on
trying
the
to
in the
play around
bushes.
vision. Yeah, but the red team do opt to take the support camp, so the blue team just decide, well, we'll invade this camp instead.
Yeah.
So camps traded. Now there's one turret camp left up, so you'd expect both teams to just try and yeet this.
Yes, certainly, and that seems to be the case. Irel is walking in, if ETC is following. And we
Yeah.
see another Hanzo arrow.
Good look here. Hanzo could look for an arrow with light bomb engage as well, but again, just the leaping poke. I mean, if you look at damage numbers quickly, leaping's on 76,000 damage. 77,000 damage. It's like,
Yep. I'll bet you that Stukov has the equivalent amount more healing than Anduin does.
yes, Sukov
I
on
think that is the
62,000
case.
and Anduin's on 42,000. Yeah, so 20k difference in healing.
Yeah, I don't think that has much to do with like the play of these players. It's just that they're taking so much poke, and Stukov is great at tanking it, restoring it rather. ETC here in the bush finds a thrall. Doesn't do anything though, just lets him walk off. And it is wise to do so as well, with Irel being in the bottom line there.
Yeah.
Team's posing.
ETC does have death metal as well, so the blue team needs to be careful. Because this is, oh, as a repulsion comes out again, catching Jimmy.
Yeah, looking for the Jimmy there. He needs to be careful with his positioning, as Li Ming keeps trying for it.
Yeah. The thing is with the fact that Li Ming took last cannon is if she oversteps, perhaps they just need to yeet the blessed shield and just try and blow up. As we do see ETC sliding in onto the radar, the repulsion on top of it as well. ETC actually held a knockback until after repulsion had been used there.
Yeah, that's a Blessed Shield down as well, so a lot of base cooldowns used for a timer window here. ETC has died to Blessed Shield a lot, So if you can take a fight right now before that comes back into play, you have a good chance here of having your tank survive and getting a good fight. Hanzo Arrow again for a huge engage. We might see a repeat, but
Yeah.
they don't seem to want to go for the point here.
Yeah, red team just opting. I mean, as you said, Bless Shield is down, so this is the time where the red team should be trying to force it.
Yeah, they're very focused on the wave clearing here, and they are giving up a lot of position by doing so.
Yeah, Bless
Hanzo
Shield.
goes for the poke, same for the Lemming, I would say.
Bless
But Shield
Shield.
is now back, basically.
Yeah. Johanna looking to try and complete subdue here. Gets the condemn off. Oh, ETC, it's falling kind of low. Does drop the healing camp. Does have death metal available, remember? So you may just trying to see ETC turn around and just run back in with less than 10% health.
Yeah, so they traded off basically from. Oh, it is looking for the 3-man mosh, but so many interrupts here. Arrow doesn't do enough, I think. ETC goes into the backline looking for the death mosh value. Oh, walk into the team, ETC.
Oh, Li Ming actually trying to play with the player to knock them into it with repulsion there.
Yeah.
I mean, ETC though, as you say, at that point you're gonna die. Like just charge at them.
Yeah. Like that's a Leeming reset fiesta if I ever saw one. There
Right
were a
now,
lot of people clumping there. And
Protector's going
yeah,
top.
the trick love goes to randomly assemble.
Okay. Maybe the. I mean, ooh, look at flamethrower value on that Li Ming though. 1Q off
Yeah.
Kel'Thas, and that's half the damage. That's half Li Ming's health. Again with the repulsion, but as you say, look at this anti-siege from the red team. Now,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
this protector is pretty healthy, and it does a lot of damage. This thing scales so much, so they need to either commit to all in the core and not give Li Ming resets. And there it is,
Yeah,
shields
it's gonna
going
go
down.
here for it.
Yeah, we're at 80% on
gonna
the
be
core.
tough to-
Flailing Swipe comes out. Li Ming just trying to get that poke damage in. 50%. Protector is falling though. 20%, 16%, and that's going to be
There we have
GG
it.
for.
Randomly assembled takes it down here with the trick love.
Yeah, randomly assembled taking game number 1. So they did actually pick Volskaya as well. So all build Ming, despite having a lot of damage. I say it was a bit difficult, but the healing from Stukov was actually enough really to out.
Yeah, this is something we talked about in my team, that how do you kill someone? You can deal a lot of damage to someone, but how do you
Yeah,
kill them? If you have double poke hero, then you need, like, your offlaner needs to be something like a Zero tool, maybe, I don't know, but something that can like go in and finish. And Irel is a bit too slow for that. She's really tanky, she's good on the map, but the comp, I think, ended up with a bit of flaws, and in the end it was a bit more all-rounded for randomly assembled, and they did have a good, really good follow-up, especially on Blessed Shield, I would say. There was
yeah.
Stukov underneath, and then Kelta stun, and then just more damage, more stuff.
Absolutely. I think the CC train that they followed, it was like the blue team just held back all their cooldowns every time and just immediately one stun, and they just followed it up and got the kill. Because quite often you never saw the blue team sort of spiral kills. It was always the red team that seemed to get 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill. The blue team always just got that single kill, but it was always on the front line, and it was just enough to make it work. Do we
Yeah,
have a map, or
not quite yet, no.
just waiting
Yeah,
on?
so it will be first pick or map out of Murphy's best friends here. They've played Christmas removed, so I don't actually know what they
They've picked
would like to
shrines.
play
They've
here.
picked shrines twice, but as I said, they got a 0% win rate on the map, and that's the map that uh, randomly assembled have a 100% win rate on. So
All right, so they opt for the first pick here, assuming that, we might just get to play shrines anyway. So maybe that'll happen. We'll see. if you have a good win rate on it, I would expect randomly assembled to go for that here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, which map? I think it could be Shrines as well, as you say.
Hmm.
I think if it's the only map, they've got a 100% win record. You look at the other side, they've won, they've picked it twice and lost both times. I think it's
Mm,
especially after game number one, how it went. I think it could be a confidence boost. And the mages, you don't tend to see Li Ming too much on shrines, but you do tend to see like Kel'Thas, Gul'dan, Jaina, those AoE
yeah,
mages make much more of an appearance usually.
yeah, absolutely. Kel'Thas in particular is really sneaky on the shrine because if you living bomb a shrine minion, it's so difficult to see that it has a living bomb, and then it spreads it to your whole team, and then you're very sad. So it can be
Feels
pretty good on the
bad.
map for sure. Um, I played Pyroblast recently in a game, and like you basically kill any backliner that has, I don't know, 60% hit points. It deals so much damage, and I don't know, just play it, I guess. The big orb of doom coming slowly towards you,
Yeah,
and you
and
either
also,
live or you don't, but you are always out of the fight.
and obviously you can't blink it on all the heroes anymore. I don't think, right? I think you can still blink it on Tracer Recall, but I'm not sure if a Li Ming teleport or a Zeratul blink actually can dodge it anymore.
I'm not sure what iframe blinks it anymore. I was unsure what did it before. I kept trying and I never managed to. So I
So
was never good enough. Unlucky.
it feels bad, man.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
also just played bruisers usually, so I was never targeted. And it seems like our guessing games come out to be correct. We are going to Infernal Shrines.
So, Infernal Shrines it is. So, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in. This is the Mega Monday matchup. Monday Mega matchup.
Yep.
But
Mega Monday matchup.
Mega Monday matchup. We will get it right. So, and we are in Division 6 between CoB randomly assembled and Murphy's best friends. Game number one took us to Volskaya Foundry, where CoB randomly assembled did take the victory. They're actually probably falling behind, I think, in most of the map. Though it was more so really at the end. They just had a really good turnaround.
Hmm.
Um, I apologise for the logos. Um, we've had some technical difficulties this evening, to say the least, and um, yeah, so you just have to bear with us occasionally with that. As we are just creating the lobby, so making sure we've got the teams correctly there. Um, so
Uh,
Infernal Shrines. I obviously this is Lounge's preferred map. Um, it's always the most commonly played map throughout every single division, um, ranging from Division 1 to Division 7. Probably not so much Division S. I don't know actually though. Maybe it's only Division S that don't seem to have it there. Um, but yeah, the Stefan Hot saying about the map bans, interesting bans. Yeah, you notice how there's a lot of macro maps that have been banned. Like they banned Kiss Hollow, Garden of Terror, Sky Temple, and um, Towers of Doom. No,
Towers are still, is still
Dragon
out.
Show, Dragon Show. So just making sure both teams are correct. Crowns assigned.
Yeah, and first pick to the correct team. Hey, we did it in one.
So we're learning out
Ready
here.
from. Yes, it's like we're improving.
Who'd have thought it?
Ooh.
If we go to a game three, we'll actually be able to pull it off.
Oh
So
no, we're gonna be even more spicy here. We're gonna have betting when we come into the
oh
draft.
that sounds like I have to turn some stuff on. So hopefully this time my draft will work as well. because
All right, let's see if that works or if it breaks everything. That'll be fun.
game number 2, everybody, between CoB randomly assembled and Murphy's best friends, and we are going to Infernal Shrines.
Yes, we are. Quick aerial ban. I think that was the case last map as well.
I mean, I can see the bans this time as well, so that's good.
Hey, progress.
Progress. We're learning.
Yeah, I know. This
So-
will be awesome in like 7 weeks when we're going into the playoffs or the group stages.
Yeah. The interestingly though, Oriel was actually banned out last time by the blue team, by CoB randomly assembled, and this time it's being banned out by Murphy's best friends. But Murphy's best friends do have first pick, so they could have maybe sort of baited out the map ban over here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have left a ban and removed something else and then see what your opponent does. You always have the option to ban it in your second rotation.
Yeah, for all of you in the Heroes Lounge chat, !points will show you how many points you have, and you can bet on either team. The draft will be running for a little bit longer, obviously, and you can see the time running out on screen. So !bet A or B, and then how many points you want to bet as well. You can do !bet A or B and then all as well if you want to bet all your points to save it that way. But obviously you can wait till the draft as well. So we see Anna ban and Greymane ban as well.
Yeah, and the Johanna stolen, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Murphy's best friend here, I like the choice.
Yeah, it's definitely
she's such a good tank, and it makes your life very easy, especially macro-wise. You just follow condemn and you clear the wave. It's very easy.
easy clap. But it's also probably one of Johanna's best maps. I think Shrines and two with the Spider Queen. Yeah, for sure. Those two, because obviously the wave clear she can provide as well. But we do see Deja Vu over here. Deja Vu with Kalthas and Stukov.
Yeah, it worked out for them last time. Gul'dan together with Anduin here. Could have had an Auriel with that Gul'dan, but you know, they opt for the Pretty Boy instead in his nice tight pants. And both teams now with good clear for the shrine. They have the support, so we'll see how they run it out.
Yeah, I wonder what ban we get here. So it's an offlane ban, and Leoric Blaze could be. I know they decide to ban Jimmy. They're banning a DPS. I think Blaze can be exceptionally strong on this map. I mean, his wave clear isn't the greatest, but just the amount of sort of slow, bunker, just his utility that he provides.
Oh yeah, he's quite good, and I actually like him better as a main tank now. His clear is like you need to build for him to clear, and even then you can't clear camps quickly anyway. So having Blaze as your main tank, that's the big brain play, because then you get wave clear on your tank, and you have amazing engage and good zone control.
Yeah, I think
the big oil, the range you have with that, is pretty absurd. So and he has a lot of hit points. I think it's a good choice overall, and it gives you some flexibility in your draft. But here we go, there's a Sul'jin suddenly.
Okay, Maev could get some nice value here, but obviously Garrosh with that tether unstoppable, and especially at level 10 with taunt, but that's an instant Arthas pickup.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think I prefer the draft of the right team this time round. I think the red team have the better draft, but I think the blue team, if they can execute what they did last time, and if this goes like late game with Sul'jin with stacks, then
so they both have something that with scaling they have, like in essence you have, I guess it's not 3 tanks on the side of the red team, but 3 melee into Kel'Thas. That is also an issue. Let's not forget that spreading bombs is very easy on the tight choke points around the shrine minions. So don't blink can be dealing a lot of damage here.
Yeah,
He might actually compete with the Suljin.
absolutely. But obviously they are going into blind as well, so have to see how that one goes.
Mhm.
But we do have a game.
Yes, we do.
Game number 2, Infernal Shrines, in this best of 3 Division 6 Mega Monday matchup feature. So, on the left side, for CoB randomly assembled, we have Don't Blink playing Kel'Thas, Braitby playing Zul'jin, Rando Magro playing Garrosh, Jada on Arthas, and Philo on Stukov.
And in the red on the right, we have Murphy's best friends. Olympia is on Johanna. Kalox is on the Gul'dan. Frozen Storm once again on Anduin. Sans is playing the Maiev, and in top lane, Mersault on Thrall.
Looking at talents here, we do see Maiev going into stacking. So no Nicias Memento. I mean, it tends to be. I see less and less of Nicias Memento now, but I know a few people still like to try and play it.
They actually come out on top here with a 4-man into a 5-man. Murphy's best friends with the Johanna Gul'dan. Trace positive on health and clears the way first. That's pretty good. Nice sneaky play there by Sans as well. Trying to be the playmaker here. Played Li Ming last game and now on the melee assassin. I would look out for them, see what they're up to, and if they can make the plays happen. Johanna here, stopping the rotation, another big tether.
Yeah, and that's 2 stacks on Maiev as well on her level 1. Obviously, after 10, it increases damage by 30%. 30%. Oh, excuse me. Sneezing. Gesundheit.
Alright, Kel'Thas stands in the middle here, doing some wave clear, and Murphy's best friends opting for the camp, while it takes significantly longer here for the team in blue to actually just clear the wave. Suljin auto-attacking is not the quickest, Kel'Thas stuck in the middle. They're gonna lose some tempo on the map here.
Yeah, I'm also not sure about Zul'jin going into Bone Slicer at level 1. Typically, you do tend to see a Headhunter, just gives you that additional range once completed. And then stacked with your sort of baseline quest range as well, it tends to be a really sort of potent combo, particularly when you've got backline heroes like Gul'dan and when they want to stay out of range.
I suppose it technically gives him better shrine clear, because he clears all the small minions too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But,
I mean, shrine clear wise, you've only got the Kel'Thas and Arthas, I guess. Oh, as we do see Garrosh trying to go in there, and Soppor comes out, but Maiev does land the tether. Doesn't actually go off here, but does get the Q reset, but it's not enough. Don't blink. We blinked, and he still survives.
Yeah. Camp pushing in the bottom here as well, so... Oh, big scrap again. More tethers. Looking for the Garrosh, but he is really hard to kill. That taunt on level 10, that's a really risky one for this melee heavy comp, especially with the Maiev. If you can dodge it, then you're golden, but if you don't, you're likely to die.
Yeah, absolutely. So both teams not opting to take their hard camp. Red team just getting a bit of an advantage here. The blue team needs to make a decision. They need to take this camp or contest the shrine. Because I don't think they can do both.
Yeah. Because see the difference here. Now, the red team, Murphy's best friends, they're on the shrine. They're not giving it away. They're on there on time. This is what I'd like to see. If you have the position, you should not give it up for free. And they haven't this time, which is really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't push it in the middle, but if you just clear out this shrine, oh, greedy play. And they're trading buildings in the bottom. Interesting macro decisions here by both teams right now.
Yeah, blue team not picking up the soak as well, actually, in the bot lane. That's bad.
It's fine. They're ahead on XP, right? It's fine. Leaving it on 39, very spicy. You can get level 7 here. You have a camp pushing now.
Yeah. Good play by the...
They're likely to get it there. Yeah, there you go.
Typically, though, you do tend to see some teams sort of high-level strategy. What you used to be able to do was not fight for the first shrine if you're going into a Gul'dan, because obviously Gul'dan just gets free stacks. But if you've got a Zul'jin on your team, all you want to do is brawl. You want to brawl all day long as the tether comes out. But brilliant actual play there by the Zul'jin. But unfortunately, Stukov, he gets caught. I don't know if anyone saw it. The Zul'jin actually used the building to try and slow down the tether range from the Mayev. Oh, but Garrosh eating a lot of damage by the Mortar Punisher and falls, and that's going to be the first fort going over to fort?
Maybe, probably,
Hello?
maybe.
Should
They
do.
want to camp. It's more important. It's fine. Minions.
Minions?
Soljin is tanking. The melee minion does like 20 damage, so it's fine. That's a lot of swings.
I mean, Gul'dan can come down, just put
One
one second
arrow.
corruption.
Nope. It's fine. It has 65 hit points. Big scrap in the top jungle.
Mayev gets the tether again, just trying to dodge out of trouble. Looking at damage quickly, we do see Mayev topping it for her team on 9k, and Arthas on the other team topping about 9.5 as well. Karis in chat interestingly pointed out actually that 4v4 fights may favour the red team, but late game when Thrall gets to when Arthas and Thrall get to join in, Thrall just kind of Arthas kind of counters a few heroes on the side of the red team, so I think that could really play out the fights.
Heroics will like decide these later team fights for sure. There are big ones on both sides. There's Earthquaker Sundering, there's Horrify, Blessed Shield, Light Bomb, or Salvation. Sanctification is Tyrael.
Yeah, Salvation. Holy Salvation.
Big heroics all over.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Light Bomb. Actually, no, there's not that many interrupts. I think there's only 2 interrupts. As you see, Into the Fray being used to save the Zul'jin there. So Zul'jin only on 6 stacks at the moment. It does need to get... I can't remember how many things it is. 30, is it? I think, question mark, or 25, I don't
know. For what on?
For Zul'jin's baseline.
Oh, I'm not sure actually. Can they just kill off this middle fort already? It's kind of annoying right now. Keltas has been saving it all the time. Oh, big tether again. Light bomb as well.
But the
gets 2 stuns. Random aggro gets out on the Garrosh, but Stukov does fall. No Into the Fray available this time.
We do see Guillotine. We do see Tazdingo not Guillotine, so correct level 10 choice here. But as you say, we do have Warden's Cage as well, so if Mayev can go in, get a big cage, but there it is onto Kalthas, but Kalthas just walks away from it and survives.
Yeah, good attempt though. Sans was trying the same on Liming, but Liming doesn't really have the same, engage power that Mayev does. So looking for targets out of position and doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Team's just backing at the moment. Hard camp's not available. XP lead now in favour for the red team. Obviously, remember from that first objective, almost taking the fort and getting those few kills, kind of put them ahead. But 13 won't be on the side for the red team, so blue team need to contest this one.
No, it's going to be an even fight so far. We have the Thrall together with Mayev on the shrine right now, Gul'dan joining in the back. And both teams on position. It's really hard to fight while you get engaged into here, so Phoenix goes out, Mayev looks for a tether, finds one, Taunt misses, big light bomb and a Blessed Shield, big fear as well, Garrosh stuck here in the front line, unstoppable used, and Keltas goes down from Johanna.
Yeah,
Garrosh in trouble as well, looking for a little fight finishing here, good swipe from Stukov, gets him out, Gul'dan versus Zul'jin, where are you going Zul'jin? Okay, I don't think that helps, but I like the attempt. And down he goes, Zul'jin down, trying to hunt down the Gul'dan. Big root as well, more damage. And that's a 2-0 for Murphy's best friends.
We have a rune tap as well from Arthas at level 7. Typically you don't tend to see that unless you go AA build. And even then, you tend to take the sort of, I don't know what it's called, but it's the activatable one.
Icebound Fortitude, it's very good.
Yeah, that's the really good talent. I know that one. But there's a big horror fight
has
there.
a place, but Usually that's followed by the auto attack build, like you have the trait on 1 and then
Yeah,
the auto
that's it.
attack speed on level 4. Has not opted for that this game. Another camp taken while they wait on this shrine. Good patience here from Murphy's best friends, as it forces a move from CoB randomly assembled.
Yep, and yeah, this is going to push in the top lane as well. So the fort's definitely going to go here. There's no way this fort survives. But Maiev
No,
wants
I don't
to.
think so. 4v4 so far. Maiev has a target. Oh, light bomb combo. I like it. Horrify and the cage. Garrosh in big trouble goes down. A lot of follow-up damage here as well. Swipe tries to get him away, but Johanna has unstoppable. Sans trying for a kill. Can't quite get it there, but still 2 for nothing. Great team fight again by Murphy's best friends.
Yeah, Murphy's best friends are really showing up in these team fights at the moment. Zul'jin just not quite getting the value he needs at the moment, and Maiev really getting a lot of value here.
Yeah, the light bomb re-engage was really spicy there on the Shade Teleport. I really like it here. Frozen Storm and Suns doing the plays together as a team, as the game was meant to be played. I love it.
Red team opting to take the camp. They can probably push this keep actually at this point, I think. I mean, there's still the camp somewhat pushing against it, and the keep's fallen to quite low.
Yeah, perhaps. They see Arthas closer than their own Thrall, so going for a bit of a safer play. Thrall wants this camp. You gotta do camps, because there's camps, so you do camps. I'm surprised they don't like, PvE maps, like, I don't know, Sky Temple, Garden of Terror, there you can do so many camps.
I mean, a
There's so
keep.
many camps in that bad boy.
Yeah, keep it sort of like 10 minutes in the game there. That changes things. That's because this is going to build constant sort of catapult pressure and just have that lane pushing. I think, and obviously it opens up a win condition. I mean, that keeps so pretty much low anyway, that if the red team, do get a sort of 5-man team wipe and they're close enough, I think they do end anyway. Or well, unless there's camps. But they they could end, I guess.
Good aggression here in the bottom lane. They use the level 16 to take a fort. And they can't really respond here. Randomly assembled gets a wall in top lane instead, like they get a tower. Arthas there hearting in the mid lane. And it looks like a really awkward position for them on the map right now for randomly assembled.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to try and take experience, but not push the lanes as well. This is where if you're the red team, you just want to try and freeze the lanes at your gates and things as well, because it just kind of counters the experience to the other team, so they can't soak it. And it just delays that 16 talent.
The full trickle experience now, passive experience, 2k lead, but they could have had so much more. Killing off the middle fort, for example. Here we have a push in top lane, 5-man commitment. Johanna goes in, uses their own skin, and with a lot of people top, they just take this here. Good move.
Yeah, I do like this play here by the red team, taking the keep. And as you say, it does open up a win condition. So blue team should have 16 in place for this next shrine. Oh, but they're looking to engage here, and this is pre-16 here. Zul'jin gets caught out, immediately stunned, and is deleted. Stukov swipe, trying to come out to save his team. Maiev goes back in with the light bomb on top of it. Into the fray comes out. Is it enough to save Stukov? Maiev goes back in, taunt landing onto 3 in the backline, but Garrosh should fall here. No? Taps on the way?
Garrosh is still Garrosh after all.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny how after the taunt he took less damage, because the heroes were out-attacking him. Maybe the armor fools me there, but it was still a good save by him. Looking for the flip on Johanna here, perhaps, but too many minions in the way. They are very close to 16, and randomly assembled now. With the shrine in the middle, pressure is on. You need a good fight. There's a lot of coolness on your side available, and at least some are down for Murphy's friends there, as Earthquake as the biggest one.
Yep, and Earthquake is quite a really good time to engage with, really. Or just sort of counter-engage as well, right? And 30 seconds on Warden's Cage as well. So, blue team turning up to the shrine though, and they are for the first time even in shrine minions. Or just slightly behind anyway.
Oh, looking for the cage there in the back. Gets the tether. Light bomb goes in as well. So much damage here. Horrified to follow over top. And the tanks are really chunky here. Arthas with the army. against Johanna, it's a really close one. Indestructible and killable in backline by Suljin. It's hard to find a kill though, and they all go down 4-0, and they smell blood in the air. They want the core.
Yeah, this is good play by the red team. There is camps available, but they chose to
They
say,
abandoned the shrine. This is a god tier play for the Division 6. Kudos to them. They saw that they had a chance to win here, and they are gonna go for it. I love it.
yes, so
we're gonna have a game 3.
we are going to get game number 3. So, which map are we going to see this time? I think I'll be very surprised if we see the Mayev be let through, I think.
No, I don't think you can give them that again. Sans was playing a really good game here on the Mayev this time, and having like, oh, that's I didn't realize they didn't have a kill. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
no.
kind of rough for randomly assembled here.
I mean, you should look at damage as well. Like the Zul'jin just couldn't get any sort of freedom to auto attack, etc. They were just constantly pressured every time he sort of tried stepping up. So yeah, and just the Mayev engages
Mhm.
were just on point.
Yeah, they were really good. Diving under forts and dodging the fort shots while minion waves comes in. Like that's pretty high tech play, and I don't think it should be given to them again. But it was certainly effective, and I feel like Murphy's best friends should try to use it as much as they can in their games.
Yeah, I think Mickey's best friends are going to take us to the map because CoB randomly assembled have opted for first pick. We will
Hmm.
just have to see which map we go to. I don't know which map we go to though. That'd be the question.
Yeah, it's can be kind of all over the place here, honestly. Um,
I mean, typically not we've seen macro man maps being banned, but there is still Ultrac Pass, sort of a larger map. There is still Battlefield of Eternity. It could be BOE actually. BOE might be the pick.
yeah, good.
Tomb of the Spider Queen and Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom tend to
Hmm.
be a bit more sort of camp focused, and that's a
Yeah.
map where if you like taking camps, that's the perfect one because you want to take that camp on cooldown.
Yeah, it's true. We had a payout of your points in chat, so the underdog gets the win there with Murphy's best friends at 27% against a 70 something percent chance. So there you go.
Just
Good on you
waiting.
for picking them up.
So we're just waiting on teams just to make a decision.
Hmm. So, what would you say about their play so far? What do you think?
Um, I think so far the Mayev. I think the only difference was the Mayev in that game, and obviously
Mm,
just the lack of freedom with the Zul'jin. So because Zul'jin couldn't step up, etc. I think that they just had no sort of kill pressure, and I think you really felt that in the fights as well. With Garrosh, you want to get that isolated kill. You want to get flip, stun, taunt, whatever it is, and just blow them up. And with Zul'jin and Kel'Thas, I don't think it provides it. Perhaps that's why they banned the Greymane. Greymane and Garrosh usually pair quite well because Garrosh gets the
mm,
flip taunt, and Greymane
yeah,
can
this is
follow it
true.
up. Um, but I think maybe perhaps a different auto attacker. What did they play in game one? They played
They
Jimmy.
played
They
Jimmy.
played Jimmy. That
Yeah.
explains it.
He was banned by themselves this game as well, which is a bit curious. They
And they had
didn't
the
want him, I
pick.
guess.
And they had the pick the next rotation, actually. I remember.
Yes, they should have been able to. So drafting a bit curious, perhaps. Suljin doesn't get the value they were hoping for. That much was clear. Um, I feel like the team that has the better, like having a melee assassin in your team, regardless of what slot it's on, it offers a lot more damage than your normal bruiser does, except for Sonya. So if you don't have her, I feel like you want something that can kind of kill confirm, not engage because that's the tank's job, but you can use them to like finish off lower targets, like something that can chase well. Because all the mages are terrible at chasing, except maybe Li Ming. And even then, you can juke skill shots pretty good against her. Um, Ranged auto attackers are a bit better, but then again, it's still not great. But the ones with gap closers, that's like your Kerrigans, your Mayevs, Zeratul. Like those are the ones that chase people down and finish someone off if you don't just insta one shot them in a combo.
Yeah.
In the first game, we saw that happen. It was a Blessed Shield into Kelta Stun, to a Thrall Root, and then Eggs to CoB Silence underneath. ETC died every time, except once. That's what I
Yes.
remember at least.
Yeah,
So,
quite a squishy sort of tank as well in that sense, isn't he?
mm,
As you say, just I think if you go sort of ETC, and I think the other front line was Thrall, right? Thrall? No,
mm,
no, it was Urel.
no, it was Irel that game for Murphy's Best Friends.
Okay. Because usually, yeah, because Urel and ETC kind of pair quite well because you just want something a bit tanky that could sort of either peel for your team or go in with you. So it's surprising
Hmm.
actually that ETC got blown up continuously. But we do have a map and it is going to be Altrak Pass. I
Yeah.
absolutely loathe this map.
Unlucky. Um, like
Honestly, I
it
just
is one-dimensional in a sense, I suppose.
I like the aspect of it and I like the concept, right? Like the core
Mhm.
self-regenerating and that sort of thing. But I just find that the games go on quite a while because usually you just can't end unless you get two keeps, and this map tends to go late
Yeah,
game.
that is the case. Usually speaking, you can do it late game with only one, but then you've often just gotten another keep anyway. So, meh, it's kind of a weird one because it is hard to end, as you say. It makes for funny comebacks though when uh, you have like the core actually regenerating and you can actually turn a game because of it. So in that sense, I think they were hoping to get something like Towers of Doom, where the game isn't actually over, but it doesn't work the same because you don't rebuild your structures on Alterac. Um, I don't know. Like I'm okay on the map. It's not as grim in my eyes.
Yeah, um, yeah, I guess it. I think the camp as well is so important on this map. They need to remember to take it straight away because that's something as well. The camp cooldown is so low. You can take it immediately and take it before the first objective actually starts if you take it quick.
Hmm.
You can end up with two camps with the experience as well. So have to see how that plays out for the teams as well.
Yeah.
They're just trying to sort out the teams at the moment.
I believe we have all of Murphy's best friend there on the right. So
That was nice that they all joined at the same time for you.
yes, I've also learned their names by now, so that does help.
We did say by the third game we would be on point.
We
So
would almost look like professionals.
almost. If only I would have changed uh, logos above me. Maybe
It's fine. Don't worry
next
about
time
it.
TM when the API is fixed.
Hmm. There seems to be some sort of baby-related emergency.
Technical
Um,
difficulties. Moderators,
I,
hello.
I don't know how technical of a difficulty that is, but you know.
I mean, it's always a thing, right? Like rules are worded sort of. I don't know.
Hmm.
Like if your house is on fire, technically it's not a technical difficulty. But if you unplug your router, it's okay. So yeah. But obviously, I think we'd all have enough respect for people
Yeah,
to help them when needed and things. You'd hate to
yeah,
see it.
totally. Um, Still waiting for some teammates here. So, despite your dislike for this map, do you have something you think you should be doing on it? You mentioned the camp in particular, but what kind of comp would you run if you had to play this? You were taken to this map and it wasn't banned. What would you do?
We did actually play this map in our last series. We just ran. I think we did Valor Oriole. We got the Oriole through, picked Valor, and we just kind of yeeted it. Um, But I think that I prefer.
Did they swap a player, or am I insane?
No, there's a player, but if he's on the roster, etc., I assume it's she.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they are on the roster. I'm just wondering if I'm insane.
No, you're not insane. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's definitely
I think
not
this
you
looks
being
correct.
insane. Okay, chat just disappeared. Is stream still up? My chat just died.
Chat will be back shortly, I hope. Okay. Yeah. Teams are ready. Let's
Okay.
go.
And we're going into the draft.
And speaking of drafting, you should see the Game 3 betting here. Do you think CoB randomly assembled will win? Or do you think Murphy's best friends will win here on Ultrac Pass? Our third game in the Mega Monday matchup, Division 6, lower half of the standings.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes here. This is obviously the deciding map, and both teams are identical in their map score, map wins and losses. So, all to play for here. Both teams. This will sort of catapult them ahead in the rankings.
Yeah, absolutely. Johanna and Thrall both undefeated in this series, so I think perhaps something to try to draft for yourself. Another first ban on Auriel. It's very curious.
I don't get this. Each team that's had first pick keeps banning Auriel, and then the other team bans Deathwing. It's like a gentleman's agreement that they're like, look, these two heroes are not allowed to get through.
Yeah, I suppose so. If you absolutely know that you don't want it yourself, I guess it's okay, but I think you're losing draft value by not giving the option to your opponent first.
Yes, or at least just force the ban. I mean, you know they're going to ban it.
Yeah, that ban makes a lot of sense to me. Speaking of sense, the player on my have lost game was pulling off some nice moves there, and team was certainly following up to get the kills done.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Maev was definitely MVP of game 2. Game 1, I think, I was just about to say the Johanna. I think the Johanna played extremely well in game number 1, and they get it back here. So I'm surprised. There's not been any sort of priority around Mal'Ganis or anything like that. I don't know, but all I see in sort of my games are Johanna and Mal'Ganis at the moment, and then you get the occasional Garrosh Diablo. But ETC is like hardly ever picked anymore. Never see him. But we do see Anduin for the 3rd time in a row, and this time they pick their solo lane early, but it's a global.
Yeah, global's role is powerful, though the Haka, he doesn't have many options to join a fight. You can very easily tell like where he's coming from usually on this map. Doesn't make him like his options are worse, I suppose, but having a global is still really good.
Yep.
We'll see how they will be able to use him.
But Anna Ming, such a potent combo coming out for this team. I mean, like Anna Ming is just disgusting in general. But will we see Don't Blink going for Orb build? They can't blink.
It's a good question. Not sure.
As we did see Orb build in game 1, that sort of got value, I guess, in terms of damage numbers, but obviously it was with a poke comp, so it didn't really. That's a Genji ban.
It is like Ana doesn't have much to defend against the Genji, I suppose, but is that the dive hero you're afraid of?
There's a Mal'Ganis.
Okay, Mal'Ganis, as you mentioned. I would kind of like them to take Thrall. It sounds weird, but they're gonna go for Keltas here, so they have a flex slot left.
I think I'd be really pleased that I've got the Ming now, because Mal'Ganis with Li Ming is, I think, really good, because obviously you get the sleep combos or the stun, and if Li Ming holds her cooldowns and fires it off, And obviously Morganis has like constant CC in that sense as well, that it's not an ultimate engage, it's a constant stun, or the sleep is relatively low cooldown.
Yeah, I expect Thrall here.
Yeah, and you're right. You get a Lunara and a Thrall. Now, Lunara into Morganis is actually quite nice as well, because the slow
Yeah.
from Lunara, especially with Li Ming as well. Like Lunara Li Ming pair quite well because you can get the slow again, and it should help to aim spells.
Ooh, that's spicy.
But a
I
Zeratul
like
into
that.
Lunara and a Ming, oof. That's
I like the fact that they go for like another melee. Sense on the Liming game 1 didn't have the impact they wanted, I think, and they are the drafter for this team, and opting for the like playmaker hero here, I think it's a pretty good choice. We'll see how they're able to handle the Zeratul now. You have some tools, like Thrall has CC, but it's not a stun. You can blind him. You have the sleep dart, it's tough. One shot build, that's kind of scary to play into. You have a squishy backline, 3 of them, in fact.
yeah, the red team's draft for me, but it could play around the Zeratul. I mean, you're going to expect the Zeratul to go sort of Seeker with Nerazim, I think, into that team. Like, BP isn't going to get anything, so I think they have to go. And I mean, if you land like Seeker onto Anna or Li Ming or Linara, like without Diamond Skin, they should just like get blown up. But
Yeah.
for the final time, this is game number 3 between CoB Randomly Assembled and Murphy's Best Friends. In the left side for the blue team, we have Don't Blink playing Li Ming, Jada playing Lunara, Chachulain? I don't know how to say that. Chachulain, who wasn't playing in game number 1 or game number 2, on Thrall, Rando Magro on Johanna again, and Break B this time on Anna.
And in the red team, on the right, we have Murphy's Best Friends, Olympia on Mal'Ganis on the front line, Sans on Zeratul, Frozen Storm for a third time on Anduin, Kalox this time on Kel'Thas, and in the bottom, Mersault on the Haka. We have a train mount in the game.
Yeah, they actually have to pause this though, because this is a.
I don't think we have pause
Because
capabilities.
It's a bug, not a like mount thing.
Yeah, there are funky interactions with it. I don't know if any of them are in the game right now, but it was blanket banned.
It is blanket banned, I think.
I don't know if we can contact them either. No, I don't think we actually can. That's a bit of a misplay.
Because this is a.
They did say something about it, so at least it's known. I don't really know what we can do here from our position outside of just cost this game and then let mods sort it out later. Early camp here by Murphy's Best Friends, like it. And if you just keep doing this, you will eventually come out on top, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I feel really bad though, because I've seen comments about it. Like if they've picked them out, then it's it's ouch. It's painful. And yeah, as you say, we can't actually change. We can't message them. Oh, unlucky.
I'm sure we have a mod or something in chat that has an answer for us, like this is what should happen, but alas, we have no way of telling them.
Not for casters sort out ban match such. Okay, feels that. So as you said, both teams have picked up their mount. Their camps. Oh, we see Condemn going down and Li Ming trying to follow up damage here. So we look at talents and we do see Power Hungry and Dominance actually at level 4. Okay.
Looking for them resets.
Yeah, I think with the Nano, perhaps obviously because you want to just sort of go into their face. Yeah. So I think Dominance can work.
We do see the Cleave build coming up for Zeratul, which normally indicates Void Prison, I would say. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but it's going to be the Cleave from him. Loss of Hope, not the extra shield from Johanna, which I'm not sold on. I think it's just straight up better sustain to have Iron Skin upgrade, which the name eludes me right now.
Hold your ground.
It's really good, that talent.
Hold your ground. Yeah, I think into Mal'Ganis CC, it's pretty good. But whether he thinks that just the laws of hope will just help him to survive a little bit more in team fights.
Morgan is quite alone here. If they identify that, they could have gone for him, but instead he gets to stand here and watch as minions go down and channel being made. No interrupted, so they're gonna get their camp here with Keltas, and they're gonna have a bit of value coming their way. Ooh, interrupt missed.
Yeah, and one interrupt back here. Dahaka has burrowed in though. Burrowed in defensively rather than going in aggressively there with Dahaka. Level 7s are about to be picked up for the red team, and they are going to have to watch about... let me...
Good kill here coming out on the Johanna, and they are stopping the channel soon? Question mark? There we go, okay. Still a lot of progress made, but tank is lost, and you have a camp pushing in against you here in the middle.
Yeah, so... Oh, Thrall does manage to escape there, popping his Wind Fury to survive. Doesn't have his quest completed at level 1 as of yet, so 11 stacks out of 20. As you said in game number 1, if Thrall can stack... If you see Johanna going in, does have that Iron Skin available. Frozen Storm taking a lot of punishment here, as is the Zeratul. Can they... Zeratul taking a lot of damage? Is he going to fall? And does. That's going to be 1 kill for 1. They should get some more kills here, and the Looming reset as well. And that's going to be 3 kills.
Yeah, Li Ming did a great job poking there to deny any cap.
Oh.
It's really tough to capture that point across if you have something we could poke. And they are going to have the first Cavalier charge here of the game.
Yeah, and bless praise everyone. We have Calamity as well at 7. And we just see Splintered Spear. So I think Splintered Spear is really good into this comp. I quite like Choking. I've been playing Choking Pollen quite a lot recently. But I think... Oh, good sleep dart there by the Ana, just encountering the Mal'Ganis engage. As I was saying, sorry, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, we just see Zeratul going into sort of VP build. That's kind of... I don't think they have much follow-up for the VP.
There is a Keltas, and there is an Anduin route as well, so they have some. You can play... I don't know, isolation, I guess.
Yeah, maybe
get a target in there.
Yeah, of course.
And it is kind of tough to get value from the hacker in particular, but they do have like a bit of a combo still.
And meanwhile, bot lane, Lunara just being that annoying Bambi that she is, just harassing the
being at the Haka in this matchup is just miserable because you're basically never allowed to do anything. You just need to take it and take it and take it. And that's kind of your job. It really sucks. It's kind of taxing, but you know, you hold out, and then once the game you get to drag her, and then she dies. The other time she goes ha 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 ha, ha and walks away. But you know, it's the life of an offlaner. Sometimes you can't win them all.
Yeah, we just see Sleep Build coming in for Ana as well. But level 10s, he went Nerazim with Q build. Okay.
Oh, curious. Double clear. Okay, that's the way to do it as well, I suppose.
I mean, at 16, that build can get some value. But it's an untalented...
It'll be some gross damage.
It's an untalented version
Void
of the
Slash?
Q. Yeah.
Oh, Zeratul almost blown up though by the Li Ming Calamity. And Frozen Storm on Anduin has just enough healing to get him out.
Yep. So, camps again being taken. So both teams have been prioritizing the camps, which is quite nice. I think typically what we need to watch out for is on this map. They, the boss... People get debated by the bosses quite a lot, I think, because the boss doesn't really do much damage on this map, as Olympia's falling extremely low here. Does have his ultimate available, but doesn't want to use him. See,
Nano spent. Not even sieging with it, just walking away, getting the extra cooldown reduction here. We're hoping for a kill there from the Ana, a bit more aggressive than her teammate in this particular case. They're all just winning this top lane against the Zeratul. Misses the spike in the slow. Wind Fury. Oh, can't reveal him now though.
Oh, but Anna with this.
Ana with the grenade gets juked. That's a
Yeah, Zertal just stops
sleep.
moving now, and then he's invisible. But the red team maybe want to try and re-engage this, actually. But this is where Zertal needs to make a decision, like how to... Yeah, they didn't decide to chase him. Olympia going in on Mark. Oh, Sleep Dart interrupting his ultimate there. They should just blow him up here now. And Li Ming has realised this and tries to go in. Gets the Q damage, and that's going to be a dead Mal'Ganis. Anna with the plays.
Yeah, great play here. The Zeratul chase draws a lot of resources on both sides, and a lot of people end up maybe where they don't exactly want to be. The Anduin gets kind of caught out of position, and Olympia on Mal'Ganis tries to help her teammate out there, and I don't know, doesn't quite get them out and pays for it instead.
Yeah, so we do see 13s on the side for the blue team coming in here. Obviously, Li Ming gets Illusionist. We see Blessed Hammer. Lunara going for Greater Spell Shield, actually, so I quite like this pick into this team.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we see Frostforce Grace for that extra heal from Thrall. And obviously it does proc Ancestral Wrath stacks as well. Zeratul going in for 1Q.
Get some poke down, but not much more than that. They are just gonna claim the second cavalry charge with most lines pushing in against them, actually. Zeratul and the Haka both cleaning them out.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see Lunara topping it with 26,000 in the damage stacks. So obviously just that poke. Also you see commitment going on to Dahaka in the bottom lane.
Bottom lane is in trouble. Besachil is down. They go for the Dahaka here. Uses Essence. Nice Sleep Dart as well. Will it be enough?
Ooh.
Nice burrow to deny the Gleaming Orb there, but it was not enough. Couple of resources used there, but they get this for free and they now can push in bottom lane here. Good rotation down by CoB randomly assembled.
Yeah, and meanwhile Thrall just kind of... Oh wait, Zeratul went Shroud of a Dun at 13, so not going for the Mending Strikes. And Thrall just actually...
Oh, another good interrupt there from Ana on the Sleep Dart, denying Mal'Ganis the sleep engage. So sleep for sleep, tit for tat, but engage denied as well. Speaking of bosses and being debated, it seemed like they were going for it. They went, nah, let's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna opt for the camp here instead, and
but the red team think
most
they're
of the
on the
team
boss.
from red team, yeah.
They're going to contest this, and obviously Zeratul's walking top. And Lunara's Wisp is showing there as well. So Zeratul's top, but the Hacker is bottom lane at the moment. But they're pre-16, so whether they want to try and force this could actually be a good thing for the red team. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, they have an opportunity here.
Because
But
16
there's
is
nothing really
such...
on the map.
Yeah, and I think 16 is such a good spike for the red team. Like this is where this sort of build from Zeratul sort of comes alive, I guess, with the Void Slash.
They're trying to do the boss, but no one wants to tank it, so he just stands there and resets instead. Yeah, Lunara steps up now. It's a bit of a sketchy, lineup to do a boss with. Zeratul comes in the lane. Oh, it resets for them. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a yikes. They need to leave it now. That's 2 leashes in a row. But they do see Thrall top, so like Thrall is showing in lane, so he needs to start rotating down. And the red team are going to commit to this. Li Ming actually blinking in there, and unfortunately gets stunned by the boss as we see Mal'Ganis looking for a sleep in the backline. Doesn't land it. Pyroblast.
Now with the Pyroblast, it's going to be enough.
Oh
yes,
my
it is.
God, yes it is.
Boss zoning a lot of people there. The Haka goes down. Mal'Ganis tries to get some damage down. He gets a light bomb, explodes by the Li Ming before it pops. Zeratul in the backline.
Oh,
thrown here with the double root.
Big boy root.
Earthquake follow up. Oh my God, the resets. Try the boss again. It's fine. We have a tank. It's Thrall. He's clearing the lane instead. Don't worry about it. Okay, they back up.
I mean, obviously the Anna got like basically blown up there by the Zeratul and the Pyroblast. But getting the kill on that Dahaka by Li Ming, and then it just gets that reset city going off, and obviously Thrall comes down, lands a 3-man big boy root, and they clean up the fights.
Yeah. Some spicy team fighting here going on. Lunara picking up the camp. Oh, Andren is barely not able to deny the capture there. They have a bunch of people coming in. They can probably bully them off. Oh,
Oh,
root hits.
a stun's
Oh,
gonna.
the
Oh,
drag misses though. Unfortunate
the
for the
speed.
Haka, but they are able to stop it.
Yeah, and here we go. We do see that Void Slash from Zeratul. Blind as a bat, actually, from Morganis, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a funny talent, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like fun to play. You used to be able to cleanse it as well, right? So it was kind of like, so you could press blind as a bat and then cleanse, and you'd have vision of everyone.
Nice, I like it. Johanna goes really deep here on her own at first. A nice drag follow-up. Oh, sleep on the team in the back line. Will they be able to do something here?
Blind
That's
as a
blind
bat
as a
being
bat
popped.
in the choke. Going for it.
Yeah, I suppose if your team can coordinate it out,
Isolation
Blessior
into the
comes
thrall.
out. No interrupt available though. Nanoboost has been used as well. Can they get anything done? Zeratul looking to try and flank here and get some damage done.
Oh, they get the thrall here. Great kill. Light bomb onto Morganis to kind of zone off the Johanna.
Oh,
Very
Morganis.
close to on the kill, but they get them away.
Yep. Oh gosh, that was a if they get the kill there on Morganis, that could have been a reset city again for Lee Ming.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, that would have been one of those feels bad
It's
moments.
so tight so far this game.
Yeah, but that's the first sort of team fight the red team have won, and that's since 16 as well that's come online for them. So maybe this is the turning point for them now. But Earthquake was also still slightly on cooldown, I think, when the red team engaged. So I think Thrall didn't necessarily pop it in that sense until just before he died.
Lanes are pushing against them though, and they are not doing that much with this time. Johanna goes in here again. Morgan is in between his team and the opponent. Goes for a sleep, jukes the backline, hits 2. And they may be able to start camping here. Leming uses the kit onto Zeratul instead. Puts the shield down. Oh, Morgan is very weak here. Blind is about to get away.
Nanoboost comes out.
Some
Big
healing
combo.
stand still, no! Oh, Pyroblast with the follow-up from Zeratul.
Oh, big boy light bulb.
Big light bomb there. And one down. Resets are close. No, Liming is dead. Never mind.
Unfortunately,
2 for 1. And it is like you're saying here, double spike with the rewind there on Zeratul. They are starting to win these fights now. Level 16, proving very important.
They grouped up like kind of. I think there was like a 4-man Q from Zeratul. So obviously Zeratul got that double Q, and then there's a light bomb from Anduin actually saving that fight though.
Yeah,
That's how
jeez.
got the Li Ming kill. Because Li Ming teleported in trying to get that reset, and the light bomb was so clutch. Johanna going in again. Bless Shield's just off cooldown now.
And there's completely in the backline too. There's no sustain to be had for this team right now. The Haka bursts away, Tunneling Claws, Condemn hits a Keltas, but there's no real follow-up here. Stun and Grip. They need to get some resources back on this team. They're very low overall.
Yeah, this is where the blue team should try and capitalize on it there. They know they have to go back, and they could have just tried to channel this objective. So, have to see how they play this fight now.
Good amount of damage onto the Haka, follow up orb as well. Sleep to try to peel for him, and the front line is chucked now. But so is true for the battlecline as well. Sense going in onto the Zeratul. Big living bomb spread as well. Keltas with the damage, takes an orb to his face. And Johanna just stuck there. Big drag, light bomb into the backline. Zeratul goes in. Oh, the sleep deny! And Piru onto Ana. Might survive barely.
Ooh.
Yes, she does. 400 hit points. 1 for nothing so far, but their team is really weak. They're going forward. Oh, the unstoppable.
Li Ming, where are you?
Slipped. Oh, Ana. Lunara dies by Kelta sleeping bomb damage.
Oh, such a bad. Li Ming gets a tap there during the. Like, Anna hits a big boy sleep dart. They're so low, and Li Ming gets a tap. That's so unlucky. It's like if the Li Ming was there, they just killed him.
Margins of error are so tight right now.
But they should be able to get this objective. 24 seconds on Zeratul, 38 seconds on Lunara, but obviously the Ana sustain healing here, and obviously, as you said, the lanes were pushing all this time. They actually took the bot wall with that sort of extra catapult, and top wall's taken some damage as well. The red team
Yeah,
just about to get 20.
slight advantage here. They have a chance to go in here. Sertul will come back. Frozen Storm walking in first. Root onto Johanna.
Light
Light Bomb
being popped
again.
as well. Light
Looking
bomb
for
being used.
something. Earthquake to kind of hold them in place, disengage. They aren't capping it. And I think they're going to get the...
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
objective.
trying. There it is. Sertul goes in. Pokes on some damage. And they need to defend here once again. A lot of cooldowns burnt as well to try to push them off, but unsuccessful. CB randomly assembled with a third charge of the game, or fourth. I'm not even sure at this point.
I
It's
think
been a
it's the
couple.
third. It's the third. But the red team didn't win one, did they? So I think this is the third blue
No,
one.
they have not.
They've been close, but obviously they want to secure this bottom keep here.
Mm-hmm.
And it should fall.
Clearing out middle first. Yeah, and big push in the bottom, as you say. Looking to confirm at least one keep here for themselves. Again, it's on the flank.
Oh, this could be a really good fight for the red team here. Earthquake isn't available. Blessed Shield
The
is.
sleep deny again. It's so good. Blessed Shield. Condemn. and he's just blown up.
Deleted. There wasn't Morganis on my screen.
And then there wasn't.
I mean, they want to try and end. I think they need to get some kills here, or they don't end, because this core... I mean, it's falling low, though. Nano Boost is being popped as well onto Li Ming. Blinded by Light being popped by Johanna here. But this is it, though. Ooh, Light Bomb coming out, trying to jump in. But can they get the kill? And they do get the kill. And they take top keep.
Falls during the...
Once that mini wave crashes in, this is where they can try and end. Like, this is the play now.
Yeah, they have double wave now with the big boy in the back line there. Sertul trying to push them all away, but the wave clear just isn't quite good enough. Kelta's doing his best. Lunar now on core. Li Ming, a lot of minions in the way, going for it. It's gonna be tight. It spins to win. The core falling 5,000, 4,000. Yes, 20 armor. It's gonna be enough, and there it is. GG.
GG going over to CoB randomly assembled. Well played by them, though. I mean, they really did. They controlled the Zeratul quite well, and the Mal'Ganis as well. Like, how many times did we see the Anna sleep, just interrupting the Mal'Ganis, and then immediately everyone just jumping on him?
Yeah, they when they got him CC'd that first time, it was always like, it was really crisp, the follow-up, and we saw it in the first game as well. They could not quite pull it off in the second, but if they can keep doing that, they have a chance of climbing in this standings for sure.
Yeah, I think we could do a small winners interview if they are interested. I've just messed up completely. I don't know if you could.
I can probably do that.
Any of them want to join us?
Carries with the clips. Perpetual boss fight, as well as the huge dragon arrow on Volskaya there.
Oh, the dragon arrow is so good.
It's kind of insane.
Value it got as well, right? Like, it's just so much value. And I mean, it hit from so far away as well. Like, that was the thing to remember.
Oh yeah, it came from mid lane. And it killed most of their team. That's all you need sometimes as a Hanzo. You just click it the right way, and there you go.
Absolutely. Right. Is someone joining?
I haven't had a response, so I guess we have to assume no for the time being. We have one in the interview room. We have Random Aggro, the captain of Randomly Assembled.
Okay, let's pop in and see them. Oh, you're going to disappear, aren't you?
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
I just haven't got a picture up. Bye, Dendro. Still waving. I haven't clicked delete yet. And it's not even on the right scene. Right. Hello,
Hey,
welcome. Congratulations on your win.
thank you, thank you. uh,
How do you
Were pretty
feel?
hard matches. Huh?
How do you feel about winning? It was a really good, well played.
I'm relieved now. My pulse is like over 200. I feel like.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was some spicy games for sure.
Oh yeah, they were intense.
Mhm.
Game one, I mean, you guys were kind of on the back foot, really. And it wasn't until the sort of fourth protector where like the third protector, I think, and then the fourth was where you managed to end the game with it. But obviously, you were playing into that.
I have to be honest. I can't really remember the first game. But yeah, I think we just try to stay in the game and do our job and don't lose too much. So yeah,
Yeah, and
and
obviously,
do our job and yeah.
yeah, and obviously, your 100% win rate with Johanna actually had a 100% win rate in that match. Like, played by both
Yeah,
teams
in that series.
in every map
That's true.
in every map she was played, she clearly OP tank at the moment is Johanna. Talk me through game two. Obviously, they you banned out the Jimmy, and what was with the Oriole bans as well? Can I ask? 'Cause both teams, you had first pick, like both teams this was now, and you both banned Oriole each time when you were both first pick. Did you just
Yeah,
not play
well,
her?
the point is we cannot train with an Oriel because she always gets banned, and our healer isn't comfortable with an Oriel. That's why we ban her, and so the other team doesn't get her. So, and on the other hand, she's really strong after the rework. So why not to ban her?
No, absolutely. I was wondering if you, as
Yeah,
you say, you didn't play her. That's the reason why.
exactly.
Game two, obviously you picked Zul'jin.
Yeah,
It didn't seem to. I think the Zul'jin got pressured a lot, right? The Maiev kind of
yeah,
backed
exactly. The
off.
Maiev was a little bit of a problem here because we couldn't really play around that very well. We found out a strategy against her way too late, and there were one situation where we tried to play against her. So the strategic way we tried to play it didn't work out as planned because I got stunned before,
Oh,
and
right.
I played Garrosh, and yeah, I tried to taunt her right away so we can focus her immediately because she was always very deep, and yeah, that didn't work quite as planned. We tried to keep up with the gameplay, but they were really good with interrupting our rotations, which gave them a pretty early lead, and we were behind always after that point, and which made it really hard for us to keep up. And yeah.
I mean, yeah, as you said, the Maiev did play really well, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I don't know. I've seen in the lobby. I've seen that he has a master portrait. Like
yes,
that's. I'm not sure how he's playing in Division 6, but it worked out. I mean, I'm not mean or anything, but that has to mean something that he plays such heroes very good, and he really did.
Dentro.
Um, covered most of the maps. There was something in Volskaya, but I can't remember it right now. No, it's gone. It's lost forever. Well played so far.
It's lost forever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well played and congrats.
thank you.
Upping your score here a bit. Johanna and Thrall seems to be the winningest heroes, although Thrall did take a loss there in the last game.
That's true.
So,
Oh,
what are you looking to play in the future, or are you gonna like go back to your team and discuss that perhaps? Do you want to
I
focus
think
on this
I
more,
think
or are
we
you gonna find something
just
else?
what was the last one?
Oh, sorry. Are you gonna try to keep playing this, or are you trying to, or do you want to expand?
I'm not really sure. I mean, everybody tries to expand their pool because if someone gets sniped, it's hard for them to yeah pick anything else because there is a narrow pool to be very comfortable on. I mean, we can always pick anything to play a different hero. But the very comfortable heroes sometimes get target banned, so that's why we always try to spread out our pool and to keep improving and try out new strategies. So I think that's always a possibility to try out. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So, but basically, we just try to be comfortable and play nice strategies so we can improve our gameplay together as a team.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, I really liked your
You
CC
take a win
follow-up.
and go ahead.
I really liked your CC follow-up out from the team. Like it was evident in game one, you get one stun, and then everyone just threw the buttons at that hero, and that's exactly how to play it. Sort of in sort of coordinated play. So really well played.
Yeah, that's true. I really have to give a shout out to my team there. They really followed the shot calls very well and did some good shot calls by themselves as well. So they did a great job. And yeah, otherwise we wouldn't have won that.
Oh well, GG's and congratulations on your win, buddy.
Thank you, and thank you for casting it. Always a pleasure. Hope it was a nice game to cast.
It was fun.
Absolutely.
Nice one.
Okay. Dentro, I'll call.
What?
Just get Dentro back for the last time.
Hello.
Dentro. Right. Well, good game. I mean, a 2-1 is exactly what you want to see, really, when you do a cast. I mean, game 2 is so different to game 1 and game 3, but game 1 and game 3 were really good maps, I think.
Yeah, they were really spicy. I think these teams both have potential for sure. If you can get the playmaker for the apparently master player, then maybe that's enough. Maybe you can build around that a little bit. Getting, that follow up, if you can keep that and expand your hero pool, I think you're in great shape for randomly assembled. Certainly entertaining cost.
Absolutely. Well, that's it from us tonight on the Mega Monday matchup on Heroes Lounge. Heroes Lounge will obviously be casting, and there's plenty of casts usually in the week, so check out the Discord if you haven't already. It's !Discord. We'll link you to it, join it, check out the announcements, etc., and go from there. But from me, that's everything from me. Thank you, Dentro, for joining me tonight.
It was my pleasure.
Brilliant. Right, well, good night, everybody.